Hey guys, HDV here and welcome to a brand new video. Today we have some massive news to go over. Not only is Pokemon Pocket finally out, but the Legend ZA starters may have just been leaked. We also have some Nintendo Switch 2 stuff to go over as well. A lot of things to break down and get into. So if you're excited for the video, make sure to drop a like down below. Let's try to hit 500 likes. It really helps out. Leave a comment with your thoughts on anything we cover in today's video. Subscribe if you're brand new. Ring the notification bell. With all of that out of the way, let's get into the video and I really hope that you enjoy. So, starting things off, today is the 30th of October, so of course, Pokemon TCG Pocket is now available to download. We've got Pokemon TCG Pocket here tweeting out saying, you know what, it's 10:30 somewhere, cough cough, pretend this is a good announcer voice, rip open booster packs, collect digital cards, and build 20 card decks to battle with streamlined rules for fun and fast action. I am absolutely addicted to this game right now. I'm absolutely loving opening the packs and stuff. Finding the cards, getting these really like this Alakazam card I actually got. It's probably the best card I've got so far. I haven't opened a ton of packs, but I'm absolutely addicted to it. I can't wait to play more. I'm a massive fan of it. It's looking really, really good right now. It's not super pay to win either. Obviously, you can spend money to like buy packs and stuff, but getting the 2 free packs a day is very, very useful. And then obviously you get so much stuff at the start to open more packs. It's great fun, honestly. Definitely recommend it if you are umming and ahhing about getting it. And like I say, if you don't like it, you just uninstall it. But either way, TCG Pocket is now out. A lot of people have been asking if I'm going to do content on it and stuff like that. Probably not. This is a news channel. If we get like updates about it, obviously I'll cover that. But I'm not going to actually like have videos of playing it and stuff like that. Maybe streams and stuff. But as of right now, I'm just enjoying playing it in my own time. But either way, Pokemon TCG Pocket is now available to download. Next up, we've got a few other things to go over. A new Pok Tunes episode is out. We've got Cerebi here tweeting out saying, Cerebi update. The latest Pok Tune episode has been released. The episode is Romantic Spice Capsicid Legend. The thing I love about this is they're using the old anime art style as well, which is really cool. This just gives me vibes back to like the Indigo League and stuff, you know, growing up watching that. It just gives me those kind of vibes. And I don't know, I like seeing the artwork again. It's really, really cool. And obviously seeing it in like a Gen 9 kind of Pokemon setting is also pretty cool. But either way, if you are a fan of the Pok Tunes episode, then this one is now available to watch. Moving on, we also have this update to go over. I don't know how many people this affects that's watching this video, but I thought I'd cover it anyway. I'm not sure why this is happening. Maybe there's been an update to the laws or something. But either way, we've got Cerebi here tweeting out saying, Cerebi update. It has been announced that Pokemon Masters EX will end service in Vietnam on the 27th of November 2024. So don't know why this is happening. Again, don't know if there's been like a law update in Vietnam or something like that, because I know there was one recently, I can't remember the countries, but to do with like gambling laws or something like that. They basically stopped services in those kind of countries, and now it's not available in Vietnam. I don't think the game's like dying or anything like that. I think it's absolutely fine. I think it's certain laws and stuff, because obviously with all the transactions and everything, it's gonna kind of not comply with certain laws. So instead of obviously losing the transactions, they're obviously just going to stop making it available in those countries. But either way, just wanted to quickly go over that. Let's talk about the Legend ZA starters. Now, this is big information. So last night there was another big leak, and it was like 40 gigabytes of information. Loads and loads of stuff got leaked, including this image here. So we got Centro here tweeting out saying, welp, there you have your starters for 2025. And this is not Centro Leaks. I think this is just the account that they post like stuff on so they don't get like banned or whatever. So key art for the 2025 Pokemon World Championships. The starters are Chespin, Froakie, and Fennekin. So we know that the World Championships are in Anaheim. That is where they are going to take place in 2025. And then in 2026, it's I can't remember off the top of my head. Loads of 2026 World Championship stuff has been leaked as well, by the way. Like, there's been a lot of stuff in this leak. But what's interesting about this image is obviously the starters that are on it, because the starter Pokemon for the game of 2025 are going to be in the promotional artwork of the 2025 World Championships. It just makes sense. So again, not confirmed obviously, but it's looking very, very likely that the starter Pokemon for Legend ZA are going to be the Generation 6 starter Pokemon. We have Centro here saying this is all points that those will be the starters for Legend ZA. This is speculation, of course, but it seems that way. So as you can see here, we've got Fennekin, we've got Chespin, and we've also got Froakie here. So this does kind of make sense in the way that Riddler-Ku did recently say that this game was not going to be set in like ancient times like Legends Arceus was. So if this is only set like 20 years in the past, or even in the future for that matter, they're going to have the Generation 6 starters, because the only reason that we had other starters in Legends Arceus was because they came from different regions But obviously they were available in the wild as well, but they did kind of come from different regions, and then obviously as Hisui evolved into Sinnoh, those starter Pokemon changed to what we know today, which is Piplup, Turtwig, and Chimchar. This not being set in ancient times means that there's no need to have those random starters, because the starters that were available in X and Y are going to be the starters 20 years in the future or 20 years in the past, because that's just going to be the way that Kalos has been. Obviously, Kalos is called Kalos in Legend ZA. It's not called something different like Sinnoh was called Hisui. So that's another kind of big indication that it's going to be set around the time of Kalos in X and Y. And yeah, it's the other thing as well is, if these are the starters, it kind of guarantees they're going to get Mega Evolutions, because in Legends Arceus we got new forms for the starters. We're not going to get new forms for the Generation 6 starters because they're native to Kalos. So they have to get Mega Evolutions, which I'm very happy about, because, I mean, they should have got them in Generation 6. But I do kind of miss the idea that, you know, we're not going to see that regional form of Superior. We're not going to see that regional form of, like, whatever. You know, it's, because I feel like this would have happened anyway. I feel like these starters would have got Mega Evolutions regardless, even if we got other starters. And again, this isn't confirmed at all. It's just the fact, like, maybe they're used because obviously it is going to be a Kalos game, but you feel like for the promotional 2025 World Championship artwork, whatever the starters are going to be would be used in that artwork, because all the merch is going to be about these starters and stuff like that. But either way, like I say, not confirmed, but it's looking like those are going to be the starters. We have a few other people talking about this as well. We've got Light here tweeting out saying, we can assume that Froakie, Chespin, and Fennekin will be the starters of Pokemon Legends ZA. Anaheim will take place on the 15th to the 17th of August, and in this time, Legends ZA will be out 100% sure. Which it should be. I mean, unless it gets obviously delayed. It could get delayed till November because of the leaks and stuff like that. But if it doesn't, then again, Riddler-Q did say originally it was going to be dropping between like April and June or something like that. So obviously that is before August, before the World Championships. It's in San Francisco in 2026. Yeah, dude, it's been crazy. Like, these leaks about 2026 World Championships, they're doing this like whole thing. Obviously it's the 30th anniversary, so they are going to go big and they're going to go bold. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on for the Worlds. There's been so much stuff leaked. There's been like a new evolution leak as well. We'll cover that in like tomorrow's video or something like that. There's been leaks about loads and loads of Gen 7 stuff. There was like supposed to be raids in Gen 7. There was supposed to be obviously the make your own gym stuff in Gen 7. It's crazy, man. Honestly, we've lost so much content to these games. But either way, that's that. We also have Soul Silver talking about as well, saying Mon and Lusamine BTS confirmed. Again, these are just like other images and stuff that were in the leak. Also, this is a huge leak because the Kalos starters are a part of the 2025 Pokemon World Championship key art, so this highly suggests that they could be our Legends ZA starters. At the same time, the Sinnoh starters were in Legends Arceus. They could just be there because Legends ZA is in Kalos, and these three are bound to be there. Which again, it could be that, but you'd like to think that they would showcase the Generation 6 starters with what the starters would be in Legends ZA if it wasn't Generation 6 starters. So, yeah, I'm kind of... I mean, I said this from the start. I said I think it's going to be the Generation 6 starters. I've been saying, like, it's going to be the Gen 6 starters, but if it's not, it's going to be, like, Snivy... what did I say? Snivy, Scorbunny, and Piplup. But I said if it's not the Gen 6 starters, it'll be those. So I have said this for a while, and it looks now like that they are going to be the starters. But it does make sense if the game, like I say, is set around the time of X and Y, then yeah, it makes sense that these are going to be the starters. But I guess if these are the starters, I'm kind of pushing more to it being that it's going to be set in the future. Because if it's set in the past, like let's say 20 years in the past, and these can Mega Evolve, why couldn't they Mega Evolve in X and Y? And it's not even like they were supposed to. Like, there hasn't been scrapped Mega Evolutions of these Pokemon or anything like that. They just were never going to get one in Generation 6. So I feel like maybe now it's actually going to be set in the future. We find the Mega Stones for them, and then they can Mega Evolve. But I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. But either way, it's very interesting. Obviously, it's big news today. It's a big leak going over. This is like the biggest kind of indication of the starters that we've had so far, because it's literal promotional artwork of Worlds 2025 with these stars. Again, could be because they're from Kalos and the game is set in Kalos, but I feel like it's more likely because it's going to be they're going to be the starters. But either way, let me know your thoughts on that. Are you happy with these being the starters? Would you like it to be something else? Again, not confirmed, but very likely that these are going to be the starters for Legends ZA. Anyway, that's all that. Moving on, we do have some Nintendo Switch 2 stuff to go over. We've got Go Nintendo tweet here, tweeting out saying Nintendo manufacturing partner may be hinting at the Nintendo Switch successor. So this was a post, like I say, on Go Nintendo, and they say there were some considerable rumblings about Nintendo finally showing off the Switch successor today. I think this was posted yesterday. It was on the 29th of October, but that hasn't come to be. It's clear insiders knew something Nintendo was going down today, but their wires must have gotten crossed as we got the announcement of Xenoblade Chronicles X Definitive Edition rather than the Nintendo Switch successor. That means we're once again back at square one. So what are we to do while waiting for Nintendo to pull back the curtain? Well, attention has shifted over to Macronix, a manufacturing partner for Nintendo. So Macronix has just put out a report, and the contents of which certainly seem to be referencing their work on the follow-up to the Nintendo Switch. So while we don't get specifics, one piece of the Macronix report specifically mentions ROM declines due to customers' anticipation for new platform. Now, what's not clear here is whether Macronix means customers as in you and I, or their own customers, which would be companies like Nintendo. Obviously, Nintendo fans are waiting on the Nintendo Switch's successor, but this could also refer to Nintendo themselves. Along with that, the report says customers are supposing that a new platform will be released in upcoming quarters. That one is even more telling, but again, it all depends on if the customer is the average Joe or Nintendo. What we can say is that the above mention of ROM declines refers to showing Switch physical game sales, although there was an uptick in the most recent quarter. With that in mind, it's easy to speculate that current Nintendo Switch owners are cooling off in terms of physical game purchases as they're gearing up for the Switch's successor. An interesting bit of speculation, but speculation nonetheless. We're all just killing time until Nintendo actually shows off what they have waiting in the wings, and hopefully we won't have to wait much longer. So, a lot of people are saying like, well, they're not going to drop the Nintendo Switch 2 because they want to give like the Nintendo Switch one more kind of holiday sales situation. But at the same time, they've already announced the Nintendo Switch 2. We just don't know what it looks like. So we know it's going to get announced before March at the latest. So them being like, people saying, oh, they're not going to announce it because they don't want to hurt the Switch's sales over Christmas. We've already announced the Switch 2. We already know it's on its way. So people, if they were going to buy the Switch 2, then they know it's going to be on its way anyway. If they were going to buy the Switch, they're going to buy it anyway. Obviously, we've got like loads of Nintendo Switch like OLED kind of bundles and stuff recently, so that's obviously going to help with the sales and stuff. I understand them wanting to just sell as much as they can before the Switch 2 is officially revealed, but I don't know. I feel like because we know it's going to be coming out now, your mind's probably already made up whether you're going to buy a Nintendo Switch at Christmas or not. So yeah, I don't know. That's just something that I wanted to kind of get across as well, because a lot of people are saying, well, it can't be announced because of before Christmas because of that, but we've got the investor meeting next week. Hopefully something gets revealed there. I'm sure questions will get asked about the successor, but hey, we'll have to wait and see what happens with that. We do also have the return of Samus Hunter as well. Again, their track record is all over the place, and I'm only covering this today because she has posted something recently which kind of turned out to be true. She posted this on the 28th of October. She's saying everyone is eagerly awaiting the reveal of the Switch successor, but get ready because before it's launched, Nintendo has many more titles planned for the first console. And then we have Hugo here saying like, what, a little teasing, saying this app is a teaser. And obviously what was the new kind of a title for the Switch that she's obviously talking about a day later was Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition, which was obviously announced. So she's saying that there's a lot more stuff before its launch, not before the announcement, but before its launch. So there could be a lot more stuff announced for the Nintendo Switch over the next like couple of months, which will just hopefully like increase sales a little bit. But she's not saying the announcement, she's saying before the launch of the Switch successor. And then she also says this, so, do you mean unannounced games from Nintendo themselves and not third parties? She says, yeah, they have enough Nintendo games that they can fill each month up until the release of the Nintendo Switch 2, and the efforts put in these are higher than the DKCR HD that is more like a port. To me, they can just wait a bit more to reveal the Switch successor in its full glory. So, apparently they've got like a lot more stuff to reveal for the Nintendo Switch before the Switch 2 comes out. Obviously, we know about like Legends EA and stuff like that. Obviously, Mario, Luigi, Partners in Time, whatever, or Brothership. But it just looks like they've got more stuff like this planned up until the release of the Nintendo Switch successor, according to Samus Hunter, that they've got something like big every month coming out, which again is obviously good news for us. We don't know what it's going to be, but obviously this was very well received, so if it's stuff like this, then obviously people are going to be very, very happy. But either way, that's going to be everything for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please do make sure to drop a like down below. Let's try to hit 500 likes. Leave a comment with your thoughts on anything we covered in today's video. Make sure to give Pocket a try if you are and ahhing about it. Honestly, it's a really good game. What are your thoughts about the Legends ZA starters potentially being the Generation 6 starters? I'm like alright with it because it means they're going to get Mega Evolutions, but like I say, it's a little bit unfortunate that we're not going to get new regional forms of the starters. But let me know your thoughts on all of that, and then also the Nintendo Switch 2 stuff, and then also, yeah, all the Samus Hunter stuff as well. But thank you for watching. Like I say, have a fantastic rest of your day, and until next time, peace.